So today we're here to talk about the Introduction to Virology, which is a spring course at the University of Tulsa that will travel to Ghana during spring break 2023. I'm Laura Seminole, Director of the CGE, and here with me I have Professor Ali from Biology, who's going to be teaching the course. So first, let's talk about a little bit about the course. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, this course is just specifically made to expose students to a different setting, a different system, where they can see, since we'll be covering mostly virus diseases of humans in this course, particularly HIV and then the cancer caused by different viruses, both RNA and DNA. So we can explore those options to see how those diseases are widespread there and how their system, healthcare system are approaching for their treatment, how the actual patient are actually coping with the diseases in the community. So the purpose is to understand their system and then their hospital system, their rural clinic, and how those people, particularly with HIV, they are coping in the community and how people look at it, and any traditional treatment for those diseases compared to the synthetic treatments or medicine.
It'd be really interesting to see here in the US, we have our system and a lot of resources. So seeing how these diseases are treated in a place that has different resources or less resources than we do here.
This will also give experience to our students because most of them are pre-med, and if they go abroad after their medical school on a UN mission or work in a different country or even as a visitor, and they come across with something, any health issue, at least they are aware that they're not going to get what we are getting here, everything. So it's a good learning experience to understand, what is going on out of the US.
And that made me think it helps also make your medical school application stand out, right? If you have experience in Ghana, looking at how diseases are treated there, that's definitely going to make them take a second look at you and ask you about that experience and things like that. So tell me about the requirements for the course, what the prereqs that students should have had before they take the course.
That's already listed on online courses. I think the basic 1601, those Cell and Malik and those courses has to be taken before they come. So mostly at the a second semester of the sophomore, junior, and senior, they can take this course. And other than that, they don't need anything else. Of course, they have to have genetics, to understand DNA, RNA, and molecular biology and cell biology. And the rest, we will be covering all those virus replication, immunity, infection, transmission, and then different diseases caused by viruses like herpes simplex, cervical cancer, smallpox, COVID, which is a big issue now. And then hepatitis. There are so many viruses that cause hepatitis B, C, A, D, E, and then there are DNA and RNA viruses that cause cancer. So all of those topics will be covered in this course. So
that sounds very interesting. Yeah. So I'll talk a little bit about the course timeline. This is a regular spring course, so it's going to be offered through January to May, just like any other spring course. The difference is that the whole class will travel together to Ghana during spring break. So the dates for travel right now, the ticket that I have put on hold is March 10th to March 18th. So you leave that Friday and then come back on the Sunday. So pretty much your whole spring break. So you'll be attending class before spring break, and then after spring break, you'll also be attending class, but it will be a little bit, you're going to have a special syllabus, and it'll be a little bit less class because you have already spent the time of instruction in Ghana. So the time of instruction in Ghana will count towards your contact hours for the course as well. So, the cost for the course. So this course is part of your regular tuition. You're paying spring tuition that's included for the instruction of the course, but the travel is, you have a travel fee or study abroad fee for the travel portion. And the land portion is $1,800. The airfare amounts to 2,000 because expensive to go to Ghana. So the total cost fee or program fee to attend this course is 3,800. So for this amount, you receive the round trip airfare, lodging, ground transportation, most meals, all scheduled tours, excursions, guides. So pretty much everything that you need while you're there, you'll be covered. There'll be a couple meals, especially in your travel days that you are on your own for. And if you want to buy souvenirs and things like that, you're going to have a little bit of free time here and there. So what you decide to do that time is on your own, but most of the things are pretty much the price includes all that you're going to need for that week in Ghana.
And lodging will be good hotel, right?
Yes. So one way to offset those costs, because I realize nobody has 3,800 just sitting around waiting to pay for the course, but some ways to offset that. One is the CG Foreign Correspondent Grant. So each class is going to have a CG Foreign Correspondent. So that's $300 grant for one student who will take some pictures for the CG, do an Instagram live, write a blog post. So there's just a few activities that we want you to do to cover the class and tell other students about the class. We also have a $300 grant for the, I don't know what is coming up, the CG Global Engagement Mentor, the GEM grant, and that's for a student that will help with some special tasks. So if we need to count how many students are here, or if you have a message to pass on to the other students in the course. So to be like a professor, at least like right hand and like a helper and a mentor to others in different circumstances. It's not a huge commitment, but will help us a little bit as well. And then for students that are considered critical need by the Financial Aid Office, we have a critical need grant. So this is a need-based grant for, and I have a pot of money that just depends on how many students apply. I cannot know now how much that grant is going to be, but application for those grants are by November 15th. And the application deadline for the course, the registration for the course is December 1st. So students will know before December 1st whether they got the grant or not. So then you can commit to the course or not if the grant they got wasn't enough. So you can make that decision. So enrollment decisions, you enroll, enrollment is open. You can enroll in the course just like any other spring course, but you also need to register with the CG by December 1st. So by December 1st, I'm going to look at everybody that's enrolled and everybody that registered with the CG and committed to the course. And that's the group I'll know that's going, and then I'll start making all the travel arrangements. No refunds after the commitment of December 1st because the trip is in March. So we need to be booking those airfares and the hotels and everything. We need to get everything situated pretty quickly here after December 1st. So we need to know that you're going by that date. And we have a form in our registration that you only sign that form when you're ready to commit. You can do everything else. You can start creating the registration today, and there's no problem, and you can withdraw it. But after December 1st, I need to know. So getting ready for the trip, just things to think about is you need to check the validity of your passport or apply for a new passport. Your passport needs to be valid for 6 months beyond the days of the travel. So if travel is in March, your passport has to be valid at least until September. So if your passport is not valid, if you don't have a passport, then you need to apply for a new passport. Also, Ghana requires a yellow fever vaccination. So we need to take care of that before you can enter the country. And also Ghana requires a visa. It seems like it's a simple process. It's not a complicated process. And I'll give you, after December 1st, when I know who's going, I'll work with you all to apply for the visa and which documentations are necessary, where do you mail them. So I'll give you all the information of how to apply for the visa. But just so you know that the visas are required to enter Ghana. And also you need to, I mean, you don't need to, but you can apply for the CG grants by the deadline as well. Next is just highlight a few things, and I'll show you here in a minute some of the things that like the itinerary, but here's just some highlights. So we're going to do a walking tour of Old Accra, visit to multiple health facilities, meet with healthcare professionals, explore Tagabo Falls, then that's more a cultural activity, meet with traditional healer in Layati Wote, meet with representatives from West Africa AIDS Foundation, and other things. So at this point, I'm going to show you here in the CG website how to find the course and what the itinerary is. So you can go to the abroad portal, and then on the explore programs, you can look by the name or a country, but I'm just going to go here under spring break. And then you find the introduction to virology course. So this presentation is also going to be added here. Here, just kind of general information about the course and requirements and things. Here is a day-by-day breakout of all the things that you're going to do. So that's the draft schedule. Things might change a little bit here and there, but that's the proposed itinerary for the course. And if you didn't know, this is where Ghana is in the map. Also here at the bottom, we have the amount that you is going to bill you for the course. Meals not included in the program, we estimate 175. The Ghana visa, there are different processing times, but if you do with more time, $60. The yellow fever vaccination depends on your insurance, might be free, but the estimation of $200, so hopefully it'll be less than that. So then you can see all the amounts that you need to pay. And then the application process, I said, December 1st is the deadline to register. You just apply now over here. And here are links for all the travel grants. So you can apply for them, looking here as well. There's a tab here for the visa information, and there'll be more information here once we get closer to the course. But I just want to highlight, for example, if you want to apply to be foreign correspondent, you can just click here, and this is all the information, what you expect you to do, and then you apply here for this grant. And that's it.
So